Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Michelle Mason, and I am the Executive Director at the Newark Charter School Fund. Thank you for the staff and faculty at George Washington Carver and Sikh Academy for welcoming us to this day. It's a tremendous opportunity. It's a tremendous school of co-location where we're focused on kids here in this building, so thank you for this opportunity. It's a pleasure to be here today to support Newark's children, families, and communities. Education is obviously the key component of Newark's resurgence, and as we prepare for return to local control, I'm excited to support unity in shaping the future of education for Newark's children and their families. Let me repeat, unity. I'm honored to join with the Honorable Mayor Raz Baraka and Councilman Nebo Ramos and all of the other elected officials today to support high quality education and a truly exceptional trio of knowledgeable and caring Newarkers who have banded together in support of public education in Newark. I'm especially pleased to introduce a tireless Newark parent who is interested not only in the success of her children, but also in the success of all of Newark's children, whether they go to district, charter, public, magnet, or private school. She's a single parent of 2 African-American sons of North Star Academy. She can speak firsthand of the difficult choices that a parent has to make to support their children, to keep them safe, and to prioritize education in the home. She's passionate, she's courageous, she recognizes that she has a lot to learn, but make no mistake, she will fight for all of Newark's kids. So I leave you with, each one of us can make a difference, but together we can make change. Please join me in welcoming Newark's own Floisha Johnson.
So first I would like to just say thank you, Michelle. And those words just touched my heart. You gave me a little tear. Everybody know I'm already emotional anyway, and that just brought out. So thank you for the awesome introduction. As she said, hello, my name is Floisha Johnson, and I'm running for a seat on the Newark School District Board, along with my 2 running mates, Reggie and Josie. I have served and advocated for educational needs for our community, for our children, for over 15 years. As Michelle said, as a single mom, raising 2 boys, Tyler and Taylor, both of North Star Academy Charter School. My running for the school board will allow me to continue working and advocating for the education of all children in our community. And I repeat, all children in our community. I believe that a school board must be responsive and be receptive to parents, staff, students, and the community at large, encouraging an open dialogue. The board must take input from all groups and weigh all factors before making a decision. A board member is a trustee of the community that elects him or her for the community. Anyone that comes before the board has the right to be heard, not just to speak. Again, anyone that comes before the board has a right to be heard and not just to speak. A school board member must build public understanding, support, and participation. My efforts as a school board member would center on serving all the children in the community. One child is no more important than any other. Again, my efforts as a school board member would center on serving all the children in the community. One child is not important than the other. We are a diverse community and have to celebrate that diversity. Our schools are here to serve the educational needs of all the children. Our schools are here to serve the educational needs of all the children. All stakeholders, parents, district personnel, as well as students must be partners in this endeavor if we want to be successful. A key issue of the school board is to create a long-term vision, mapping a course that provides the necessary opportunities students need to reach their full potential. The board is responsible for establishing and maintaining a structure that supports this vision, empowers the staff, and provides leadership. It is difficult to provide leadership and carry out a vision when a district lurches from crisis to crisis, like a ship without a window. With my background and knowledge of our district, I can help to provide the necessary leadership to keep the district on an even keel. I strongly believe that we have tremendous teachers and staff working with our children. We must reestablish morale amongst all the district employees and work to return harmony throughout the district. Education takes place in the classroom, and the board's efforts must focus on enhancing and enriching what goes on there. Within the next year or so, we are expected to regain local control, and we must be prepared to provide the necessary resources to educate all our kids, regardless of what school they attend. And again, I'm going to repeat that sentence. Within the next year or so, we expect to regain local control, and we must be prepared to provide the necessary resources to educate all our kids, regardless of what school they go to. By working together, we can all share in the knowledge and satisfaction that we have provided for the educational needs of all children and have built a district where students, parents, teachers, and staff feel they are welcome and that they belong. I ask for your support because we are breaking barriers and we are building futures for all Newark kids. I ask for your support because we are breaking barriers and we're building futures for all Newark kids. I want to thank the Ed Reform community, Mayor Raz Baraka, Councilman Ramos, Quintana, President Crump, which you couldn't be here with us today, Councilman Gonzalez, Councilman Osborne, and all the teachers and students who have urged me to run and to ensure the equality for all kids in the city of Newark. And I also want to say thank you to Councilman Bradley, who came here today to represent me, and I really appreciate that. And once again, I'm here to represent all of the kids, and I keep saying all because I just want everybody to know that is my standpoint. All the kids in the city of Newark, no matter what school they go to, whether it's charter, traditional, public, homeschool, whatever. I believe in high quality education for all kids, just as well I believe in a high quality education for my two sons, Tyler and Taylor. So I just want to say, vote for Flow. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. I also want to mention we have Tave Padilla, school board member here, also Newark school board member. Next up, we'll be bringing Aníbal Ramos. He'll be introducing Josephine Garcia.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here tonight. I want to take this opportunity. We all know that in the Newark City Council, we don't always agree on a lot of things, but today we're here in almost unanimous agreement behind the Newark Unity Slate. I want to shout out my good friend, and he was actually my escort to get up here today, Councilman Luis Quintana. Let's clap him up. Another one of my colleagues has been a friend of mine for a very long time, and he'll be introducing Reggie later on. That's Councilman Eddie Osborne. And the guy who has more degrees than a thermometer, a good friend representing the city as a whole, Councilman at Large Carlos Gonzalez. And as mentioned, we have the support of our council president, Mildred Crump, who sent me a text. Yes, Mildred does text this morning offering her congratulations. Councilman James, who last night was a little bit upset because he didn't see his name on the press release, but he's also pledged his support to the ticket. And representing the Almighty East Ward, we have the skipper, Joe Parlavecchio and Ileana. They're here representing Councilman Amador. I don't know if we had an opportunity to recognize this lovely lady, but I just want to say a special thank you to Assemblywoman Cleopatra Tucker for being here as well. And just briefly, when the mayor, myself, and a few other stakeholders discussed the idea of putting together a unity slate last year, it was more than just a political coalition. It was a partnership that was intended to better prepare our city as we regain local control. And the bottom line for us is that we wanted to identify a group of candidates and individuals that best represent and reflect the diversity in our student population, but most importantly represent the various stakeholders who are actively involved in improving the quality of public education for the more than 45,000 young people in our city that attend traditional public schools and charter public schools. And we feel, this group of candidates that we're putting before you today is actually the second best ticket of candidates that I've seen. The best was Roan, Machado, and Ramos back in what year, Father Vecchio?
1800s.
1800s. But we're just very delighted to have this incredible coalition of support for these three very impressive young people who I think are going to make us proud as our city takes a historic step toward regaining local control, self-determination, and making key decisions when it comes to the future of our most valuable resource, which is our young people. And I'm delighted to introduce someone that I've known for a very long time, at least 15 years. Her resume says she's worked for the city of Newark for close to 20 years. I think she started when she was 10. But she's the mother of three, one of our district leaders in the North Ward, the proud parent of two beautiful young people who graduated from the Robert Treat Academy. And one thing I have to say about Josephine is that she really embodies activism. While at the Robert Treat Academy, Josephine was a member of the executive committee when it came to parent conference. At Science High School, she was also a very active parent. And for the last 11 years, she's had the privilege of serving this great city as a very active staff member of Councilman Carlos Gonzalez. And a lot of us in City Hall, we love Josephine. And let me tell you, she's someone who really has distinguished herself as an active parent, as an active citizen, but most importantly, as someone who really cares about the future of education here in the great city of Newark. And I want you all to give a warm welcome to our second candidate on the Newark Unity Slate, Josephine Garcia.
Thank you, Councilman Ramos. Good afternoon to all who are here. Thank you for coming out. My name is Josephine Garcia. I'm a lifelong resident of Newark, a proud graduate of the Newark Public Schools. I attended Elliott Street School, Broadway Junior High School, which is now Luis Munoz Marin, and graduated from Barringer High School. I have dedicated my career to public service. I've been an employee with the City of Newark for the past 18 years. I started under the Mayor Sharp James administration and have worked in various departments throughout the city. And for the past 11 years, I have had the opportunity to work for Councilman at Large, Carlos Gonzalez. I'm a proud mom of 3 boys, which all attended Robert Treat Academy. 2 of 3 graduated from Newark Public High Schools. Donovan attended Technology High School. He is currently a United States Marine. Brandon attended Science Park High School. He is a freshman at William Patterson University. And my youngest, Michael, is a freshman at St. Peter's Prep in Jersey City. As a product of the Newark Public Schools, any parent who values the importance of quality education for all children, I personally understand the daily challenges that the parents, students, teachers, and the district are currently facing. I'm going to be a voice for all Newark families and committed to the following: high-quality education for all Newark students, fully committed to regaining local control. I will fight for full funding and resources for all students. This is why I, as a member of the Newark Unity Slate, along with Felicia Johnson, Reginald Bledsoe, declare my candidacy for the Newark Public School Advisory Board. I would like to specially thank Mayor Baraka, the Newark Municipal Council, the New Jersey Charter School Fund, and my North Ward family. North Ward Councilman Aníbal Ramos Jr., Senator Teresa Ruiz, Councilman at Large Luis Quintana, Samuel Gonzalez, the North Ward Democratic Chair, and current school board member Tafe Padilla. Also Councilman Bradley, who's in the room, Assemblywoman Tucker, Liana Pintor, where am I here? Okay, and Councilman at Large Carlos Gonzalez, who has given me the opportunity to serve as his legislative aide for the past 11 years. Thank you, Councilman. Councilman Osborne, I don't want to forget you also. I want to end with a quote from the late Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Thank you, everyone, for coming out today.
The next candidate we'll be bringing up is Reginald Bledsoe. Mayor Raz Baraka had an emergency, so he was unable to attend, so we're going to have Eddie Osborne introduce this young man. I've known Reginald for the past 10 years. He's just a dynamite kid, and looking forward to working with him.
Thanks, Reggie. Yeah, also, I just want to thank everybody for coming out today. And when Jason asked me to introduce Reggie, I asked Reggie what he wanted me to say. He said, just say what comes from the heart. And I'm going to tell you, one of the smartest things I did when I was elected to City Council was hire Reggie. It's not an issue that comes through my office that Reggie don't know about. And I know he's going to serve well on the school board. He works well with everyone. He's a hard worker, smart young man, lifelong Central Ward resident like myself. And it truly is an honor to have him on my staff. And right now, I want to say to the Unity Slate, I think this is a great a great slate. Thank the mayor, thank all the elected officials that supporting it. Thank the people that put it together. And like I said, right now I'm going to let Reggie speak about Reggie. But one thing I just want to say is that you're going to get a great candidate here in Reggie Bledsoe. Here you go.
Thank you, Councilman. First, I would just like to say that I have the honor and privilege to run with two beautiful, intelligent women, Flo and Josie. I also work with one of the greatest elected officials in the state of New Jersey, and that's Councilman Osborne. It's not a day that he don't call, seeking, this parent has an issue with a principal, or this power hole isn't filled, and I thank you so much for giving me these 3 years to serve under your tutelage, and I look forward to another 4 years, Councilman. Like Jason, the councilman said, my name is Reggie Bledsoe. I serve as a legislative aide to Councilman at Large Eddie Osborne. I am both honored and humbled to have the support of Mayor Baraka and such esteemed elected official, Councilman Ramos, Councilman Luis Quintana, Assemblywoman Ileana Pinto-Marin, Councilman Gonzalez, Assemblywoman Tucker, and a whole host of elected officials in support of my candidacy this year for this year's school board. This decision was not taken lightly. My decision to run was a result of years of advocacy. Being a young man in the Central Ward in District 5, in Hyde Park Gardens, any issue that would come up from the MUA to the rising of taxes to crime, you would have a 16-year-old boy Facebooking everyone from the municipal council to the freeholder board. And that's where I really much got my advocacy started. As a college-educated product of Newark Public Schools, I'm ready to use my experiences to ensure that our children are afforded a good education like myself and treated with equality. I repeat, treated with equality. If given the opportunity to serve, I would work hard to keep our community united around relevant issues affecting our students. I believe in Newark, and I thank you for this opportunity to work together to move our great city forward. Like I mentioned before, we cannot move our city forward without moving our educational system in the right direction. I'd like to also give a special recognition to Hassim Council, who happens to be a Montclarian, who's going to Montclair State now, who happens to serve on the Board of Trustees, where I had the opportunity of being the first African-American elected. He followed my lead. So to all of you today, I look forward. I'm trying to hit the pavement running. I'm looking forward to spring, to April 25th, to get knocking on these doors. And again, thank you so much, and I look forward to serving you all. Good afternoon.
All right, so we're pretty much wrapping this up. On everybody's seat, there was an invite to our April 5th fundraiser. So I hope everybody can make it. Funds are critical in running an election. That's probably the most important thing is raising money so we can get the vote out on election day. But again, I want to thank everybody for coming, and let's just keep pushing forward and moving the city of Newark ahead. Thank you.